Hello from Savannah, Georgia. Got the bridge right over here. The water. Got a few boats out. And that little charter boat over there just honked and scared me. But I'm heading to a museum today. It's gonna get a little weird. Now, I have always been into the horror genre and some of the weird kind of stuff out there and things like that, murder mysteries, things of that nature, and this museum has a lot of that. So, if this is not for you, don't worry, I will not show anything crazy or too graphic here on the channel. A lot of this stuff is just artifacts, you know, so don't expect anything too gory here. I will not show that, but I figured a lot of you, some of you, might find this interesting. Now, let's take a closer look. Oh yeah, there goes the Savannah Bells ferry. It's taking off, it's booking it, man. Yeah, these guys can sing. Boys can sing, man. That's awesome. I was here yesterday. Still can't get over this. Right here. Cars driving on the street where the old railroad used to be. Got the Mad Hatter over here. Like I said yesterday, everywhere I go, no matter where I go, Disney always kind of follows. Hey, you guys ready to go into a weird museum? That's not the museum we're going to, but that answers the question, I think. No, today we are going to the GRAVEFACE Museum, Oddities and Records. Right down here. Now, I do know this place has the world's largest collection of John Wayne Gacy artifacts, memorabilia, what have you, his belongings and stuff. If you don't know who John Wayne Gacy is, at your own discretion, look him up. And I know they use a picture of Ed Gein, who kind of inspired Leatherface in some of their merchandise. But like I said, proceed with caution with watching this. You know, I'm not going to show anything crazy, but it'll be fun. Here we go. Oddities Museum, focusing on all things unusual, macabre, unique, and mysterious. There's also a record shop and a pinball located on the inside. And look at this smaller door here. Look at this guy. Look at that, Fiji mermaid. And these were actual dug up heads turned into shrunken heads. This whole room is supposed to be like dedicated to a roadside attraction from like the 1940s. So I'm all about this. Dude, that Jersey Devil stuff scares me to death. This is pretty cool. This whole room dedicated to Homer Tate. It's like a whole room dedicated to UFOs. Flight suit, bunch of artifacts. It's an executioner robe right here. Scream mask, a mesh mask used during ceremonies. A wax head from an embalming school. Oh, Mr. Michael Myers is here. See, it's not so dark. Got Child's Play 2 here. What was that? Gate 2? Yeah, Gate 2 advertisement with this. And look at this. The Buzz is back on video cassette. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, man. Then all the incredible free play pinball machines. Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Centaur, the Monster Bash, the classic monsters, man.
The moon brings out the worst in me!
Wow. That's so cool. A Freddy's Dead, Final Nightmare advertisement for VHS. And the Addams Family over here. Tales from the Crypt, Bone Busters, the Munsters, Haunted House, which loosely looks like the Bates Motel house there, and then Nightmare on Elm Street. All right, heading into the sideshow act section of the museum here. Come see the tattooed lady. Pretty cool room of free pinball. And gonna check this out. This little Ed Gein house here they have set up. In about 15 minutes, gonna continue with the tour though. Wow, old Spawn Ranch stuff. Original Spawn Ranch sign. It's taken from the Spawn Ranch. It's a movie set ranch that the Manson family stayed at. Ooh, can't show certain photos here. I can show this. But there's a photograph of the Sharon Tate murder. Here's some of Charles Manson's prison pants. Alright, we are inside the world's largest John Wayne Gacy collection. These are all given to the museum from his sister and other people. They're working on a huge documentary about him. Look at that, signed J.W. Gacy. Now this was one of the characters that John would do, Pogo the Clown.
Rebuilding the house. So we got the painting right there. This is the bar cart. And then same wood paneling inside the house. Even this one over here with the hallway zigzagging. So we got going on the wall behind you. Very particular.
They even have a replica of the crawl space in his house. And it smells pretty rough over here. I'm not gonna talk too much about this, but alright, heading back downstairs, and here's something I thought would cheer me up, but Ronald's just a little creepy. Alright, we're heading up stairs inside the Ed Gein kind of experience. That's him. And the stuff that was inspired by this man. Hitchcock, Texas Chainsaw, Silence of the Lambs. He's become a horror icon in a way. Well, we did it. That was a little fun, a little unusual, and definitely macabre. So they weren't lying. It's a little cooler than Florida and it's a little overcast, so this is not a bad walk. We're walking up this rock, little incline here, going up next to the Boar's Head Grill and Tavern. Also, I can see why they film movies here. Look at that. That is quite the scenic view right there. And these stairs, oh, it doesn't really show it how it is like in real life. This is pretty much straight down. Gonna have to make sure I heavily edit some of this. Some of the photographs took me off guard. A lot of stuff with the Manson family, Ed Gein, John Wayne Gacy, serial killers who inspired a lot of Hollywood's boogeymen. But I'm into that kind of stuff sometimes. The macabre, the weird, the unusual, you know. It's intense sometimes. It gets a little too real. But hope you guys had fun looking at that stuff. Gonna film some more stuff to try and lighten the mood a little bit. In this bridge here, all different locks. People's names on them. A lot of them are hearts. But it's a whole bridge. Yeah, that whole bridge right there. Covered in locks and people's names. It's interesting. Look at the old Savannah Cotton Exchange building. That's really cool, but if you like go down, there's a whole other city downstairs. It's interesting, right? It's a whole separate world up here. And when I did the tram, the trolley, I keep calling it a tram, they talked about these Washington guns. Right here. Has to do with George Washington. But I wanted to see the cannons. That's pretty cool, man. And heading back towards the hotel. Looks like it's about to rain a little bit, so I'm just gonna get a little view of the downtown Savannah area here. There's certain streets and areas that just look like you're in a different time period, but then you see a modern Bronco, you know, and it makes it all an illusion. It's weird. It's a really cool city, full of history. By the way, this is where I'm staying, the Alita right across from the Plant Riverside District here. Started here this morning and ending here this afternoon. Might get out a little later. Gonna let the storm pass. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.